It's very important to me to have accurate, reliable information when I'm streaming. One of the things that I've found that really aggravates me is the inability for me to have an accurate live subscriber count while utilizing my OBS Streamlabs. Now, I've tried a couple different items, but I'm going to walk you through how I found to be one of the neatest and most efficient ways to have a live sub count on your stream. If this is interesting to you, please stay tuned and I will walk you through what I hope to be something that you find of great value. Now you can see my general makeup for a live stream. I have my information stuff down below. I have the people who've recently subscribed. However, the subscriptions don't always show up. Now you can see I have a couple people here, and thanks to these people for being new subscribers, they subscribed on the channel today. However, when I looked at my live sub count, you can see down in the bottom right-hand corner that it's black. It doesn't actually show up, and it's not showing up because I removed that particular element. I need to add an element to this particular view that's going to show live stream, live updates, and be completely accurate. So let me get to it and I'll show you how I did that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click under here and I'm going to click on resources, and you'll see this little window come up. And in this window, you'll have something called Stream Label. Now, Stream Label, if you click on it, you'll see the subscribers, the counts, the followers, donators. You'll see all that information. And one of those particular items is your total subscriber count. The problem is it's not your live subscriber count. It's supposed to update, but in many cases, I found this to be highly unreliable. So I needed to find an additional solution to solve this problem. And this is how I did it. The answer was directly below the item. So if you click on browser source and you click, I'm going to scroll this up just a hair so I can click on add source, you'll see that this comes up. Now, in this, there are 3 items that I've already included, or 2 items that I've already included. One of them is a live sub count. What you'll see is this actually ties to my analytics under my dashboard, and this is the actual live count screen. And this is what I'm going to be linking to. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So to do this, what you do is you click this little button here, and then you type in, I'm going to type in test, and this is just going to be for the purposes of this stream. Now, when I'm done, I'm going to click on add source. Now, when the add source comes up, there's going to be some various elements. You're going to see what the website would look like when you have the URL. You're going to have the listing of the URL, and then you're going to have your other dimensions. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, and I am going to click on this screen here, which is my subscriber count. So I'm going to click on analytics, and when analytics comes up, I'm going to come over here and click on see live subscriber count. And this is the screen that I'm going to want to capture the URL from. So if you go to the very top, you'll click on the URL, you'll Control-C or copy that particular item. You can either right click and click on copy, or the Control-C works just as well. And then I'm going to come back over, and you'll see me come back over to this screen here. And I'm going to drag this back down here so you can see this. And I'm going to copy this URL and Control-V, paste the URL there. When I paste the URL, you'll see that the live subscriber thing comes up. Now, if this is the first time you're doing this, you won't get this screen. What you'll get is you'll get the YouTube login screen. And you'll give me just a minute and I'll tell you how to log into that. Make sure that you have the shutdown source when it's not available, because you don't need this running in the background when you're not utilizing it. Click on closed and then go ahead and move on. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take your mouse and I want you to navigate over the top of the new window that just opened. I'm going to drag this, oops, wrong window. I'm going to drag this new thing that I created here. I'm going to bring this down over here so you can see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. If you right click on this particular item, you can click on interact. If you click on interact, you can actually scroll into that web page now. There's things that you can do. In this particular case, what you're going to do is you're going to log in. You'll put in your username, you'll put in your password, and then you'll do any 2-factor authentication that you need to do. Once that's done, it'll come to this screen and you're finished. Simply close the window and you're done. Now, we don't want this unsightly thing on our screen, so now we need to adjust it. So on your screen, down around the corner of this, there are a number of little boxes. If you click those boxes, and you can't see them on my screen, but you can see that the box is moving, you move that up and down. However, if you hold the Alt key down, the Alt key is just left of your space bar. You can actually drag this up and you can minimize this to just encompass that area that is around that particular item that you want to capture. In this case, it's going to be the live subscriber count. I'm going to give myself a little bit of room for growth. Not that I'm growing that fast, but I want to have that there. So I'm going to click on this thing and I'm going to drag this down here. Actually, I'll drag it to about right here. All right. So now if you have white background, you can look at this. It looks very nice. And if you have a white background where you're at, you're done. There's nothing else you need to do. Just fit this box into the element that it's going to go into and you're done. But if you have something like I have here, which is a dark background, then you're going to want to change this. And the way that you change this particular item is you're going to right click on that and you're going to click on blending mode. When you click on blending mode, you're going to click on darken. Now what's going to happen is you're going to see that that darkens it, but it takes away the background. Okay. So now we have black on black. That's going to be really difficult to do. So what I want to do is I want to create another element that this is going to go into that's going to allow me to see this number inside something that looks a little nicer. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to add sources. I'm going to click on images and I'm going to add source. Now, in this case, I already have a flag that I want to use for the demonstration of this. So now I just got the flag and that's there. I've got it where I want it. That flag is going to go over here. Now, again, if it's on black, you got the white background, you're going to have to do whatever you need to do with your GIF in order to make sure the background is transparent. But now I need this number to be on top of this flag. So I'm going to click on test. I'm going to drag it above the flag, drop it, and then now test will be above it. Now I'll take my number over, and now it will be on top of the flag. Shrink that down to where I have it. And now I have my subscriber count inside here. But I want to do a little bit more embellishment. I want to do something that actually tells people this is a subscriber number. So then I'll click on sources. I'll actually come over here to image again. I'll add a source. And on this one, I'm going to come over to gifter. I'm going to add source. I'm going to drag this subscribe button down. I'm going to shrink it down. I'm going to make this to where it looks like it's coming out of the top of that notification bell. I'll drag that over just a little bit. And now we've got this little subscribe that looks like a little flag, and you're set. Now, again, if you have this to where this little subscribe button is in a dark area, you can bring that open. You won't see the black box. It'll just be the subscribe. You can set the transparent background. And now you will have a nice little set of GIF animations that flags and waves your subscriber count. Now, the other thing you're going to ask is, how do we know this is actually live? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to minimize this particular one to open up my live subscriber count again. And I am going to change screens on you. I'm going to come to another account that I have. This is a personal account that I use just specifically for sharing things with family. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click on the subscribe button. And you'll see that on the screen, it came up and said, I've just subscribed to Frostbyte Coins and Collectibles. Now here, about 10 to 15, 20 seconds later, you're going to see that number automatically changes to 3932. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want a live subscriber count on your live stream that is reliable and works really nicely, this is a great solution. Plus a little bit of tip on how you can do some sort of animated GIF in order to have that subscriber count look a little bit cooler than what you did before. If this video has been beneficial to you, do me a favor. It's free to you, but it really helps me. Hit that subscribe button. As you can see, I'm only 68 subscribers away from hitting my 4,000 subscriber mark. Any help would be great. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, hit that notification bell so when I get more tips and tricks out to you, you'll be alerted to those new videos. Thank you again for coming in. Hope this has been beneficial. Please share and share widely. And if nothing else, I will see you in the streams. This is Frostbyte. Take care.